Hello, everyone. Well, it is kind of coming up on the middle of April. We're at April 9th and 2024. We are in the long form, learning the long form, and we are learning the shuttles. So here we are, and we're at shuttle number 3 today. It's April. April, we are working on relaxing the waist. We're going to be talking about a lot more about how all of that relates to meaning that you also want to be able to use from the very center of your body, be able to turn your body and to sort of command what happens with our arms. But we'll be getting to that later in the month. What I want to do is just remind us of what we did last week for Relax the Waist. So if you want to just get in a bow step and do that gorilla thing that we did last week, a little bit of a warm up. We just did push. Let's just do push. Let me get in the right spot here. Doesn't look like my camera's quite right. Back over the ball and up the diagonal. But I want you to feel very centered. You're coming back and up. I want you to just sort of feel. Here we go. We can do it this way. So put the gorilla on with your, so that you're very long in this lower back region, very long in that lower back region. So you're not like up, you're not tight here. And your lower back is down, especially when you're back, you can really feel it. So let's be back for a moment, back and come forward, back and come forward, back and come forward. And then I want you to feel the push. So for a minute, I want you to just sort of put your gorilla on, and I want you to really feel your feet, that bubbling well notion. Your hips are to the corner in this bow step. Your upper body is going to be straight here. So that's a nice, shouldn't be much of a stretch for now these days. And I want you to first be kind of in the center 50-50. And I want you to feel your feet. Really feel the dynamic between your feet, the push-pull. Imagine that there is a very light Seattle earthquake, right? Little earthquake, and you really feel your feet at the moment of that earthquake. So I want you to just sort of feel your feet. And then let's come back, bend that back knee. I want you to still feel both feet. You should still have the full bubbling well. And as you're back, I want you to feel the elongated spine in the back, just in the lower back, just elongated. And then you're going to push with the back foot, straighten the back leg and bend the front. And your angle's going to change a bit because you're actually bringing energy up from that push down. You get energy which comes up, is going right into your spine. And your spine's going to tell it where to go. So we're going to come back over the ball, and our spine is down, and we're going to give a push. And I want you to feel the real push. Just feel the real push. And then let's do it with the other leg. So again, you're going to feel like you're on rocky ground. You got to get your footing, get that both feet fully on the ground. Be a little bit of a gorilla. Make sure you've relaxed this area, especially lengthened the bottom part of your spine so that it can just kind of hang down. Put your arms out in front And you're going to come back, both feet still on the ground, still connected, and push out. Feel that push. The end of the push, if you're really pushing, you're going to have to push back with your front foot. Let's try it again. And flatten your palms. Come back over the ball. Feel that spine is very long, hanging down there. Now you're going to push with the back foot. Energy is going to go up your leg and out into your arms. And come back and push. Now you can try this. You can try this at home with a door. Make sure it's a door that if you really get into it, you're going to really slam that door. And you want to be very careful with another person if you do it on another person, right? Be very careful. And be very careful. But you can actually feel that push, and it's useful to really push, because then you'll notice you have to push back with the front foot. So if you come in and push back. So when we relax our waist, part of what we're doing is making that waist capable of being the commander of the whole body and helping us get the energy from the back, from the leg up into the center of us. And then depending on what you do at the very center, it goes into your arms. In this case, it's going straight forward. It actually gets there by coming up your back. There's a little bit of a wave that goes through your back and out, and the energy goes out your arms. So that's just a intro to when we talk about the waist and turning the waist. We've been talking a lot about this, but we've been talking a lot about this turn, right? The fact that your hips could stay, but your chest could move, right? We've been talking about that before. Sometimes, your hips move, but we've been talking about how when we turn our waist, we can turn here. Well, if you think about that spot that differentiates sort of the hips held forward, right? And you go back into the spine. That's that part. That's that part that we're elongating right there. Okay? When we're talking about that elongation. And that's where we want all of our moves to begin. And you want eventually to feel as if your head is up, you're very grounded, your body shape is good, that round body shape we were talking about last month. And with all of that, then we're ready to start getting that center of our body able to put the energy where it's going to need to go. So what I'd like you to do as we warm up today is just do whatever you can do to be very tall, very erect, that spine down. And then I want you to, the spine elongated, better to just say elongated, that spine elongated. And as we're doing what we know already, the very first part is probably where you're most comfortable. I want you to put a little bit of your attention right at the very center of you, right at the very center, and see if at that center of you, you can have everything initiate there. It's going to initiate in your brain with your intention, but the actual movement can initiate right there. Think of this center of your abdomen and this spot, this elongated spot and everything that connects to that part of your spine and lower body as being able to command the body and what we do. So any questions about that? We'll be talking about it more next week. All right. Oh, Michael.
I've been trying to get a feeling of when I'm actually opening my claw in that position. So if I'm standing like this and I come back without moving my head up and down, is it kind of feel like you're sitting down? Like you're sitting down as you roll back and then pushing forward?
It does. It does to me. That's a very interesting thing that you said. So it feels like, remember we talked about this earlier, like you're kind of sitting in a chair. Right. You know, like if we stand right here like this, remember when we were first working on our body shape, we said relax your knees and then get ready. Well, when we're doing prepare, right? Our legs are straight. Tai Chi straight. They're not like this. Tai Chi straight. And then it's like any minute you're going to sit in that chair, right? And that act of sitting in the chair elongates that spine. So thank you for reminding me. If you actually start to like sit in a chair, you know, very carefully sit in that chair, you'll be elongating your spine. But you don't actually go down. Your height doesn't go down, right. But your spine sits. It sits like you're sitting in a chair. So thank you. I should have said that. That's wonderful. All right, let us start warming up with what we have already done in the third section. We're starting in cross hands, so let's prepare. Get that sitting feeling. We're actually at whatever height you do your Tai Chi. So our knees are bent, not straight. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal, single whip. This is just a single whip. So our right foot is coming to 12 o'clock. We push down. We make our hook. Bow step to the corner and strike. Fair lady works the shuttles number 1. Shifting, turning, foot and gaze all the way to the corner, coming back, step, shuttle, separate, step, and strike. And here was last week's move. Fair lady works the shuttles number 2. We're down. We shift back, press down, big turn, foot to the 6 o'clock direction, shift back, arms rotate, palm up, foot comes back, and heel out to the corner as your arms cross. As you separate heel, ball, toe to the corner, and strike. Let's try those again.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We started wrong. We started incorrectly. You started at a diagonal.
Oh, you're right.
We forgot the.
I forgot
horse's
all
mane. Wild horse's mane.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, that made it different, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It was easier to kind of get that foot over there too, probably. All right, Let's do it right this time. Thank you, Michael. Oh, been practicing too many other things today. All right, here we go. And into your cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Turning, circling our arms, swing step, polish the table, and strike. Roll back, that right arm comes up and out, rolling back, and in for press, and push. And diagonal single whip. Press down in front, make a hook, and strike. Let's do those. Parting the wild horse's mane. Shifting to the right, turning past the corner, shifting back, close, step, part the wild horse's mane. Shift back a little and come forward, close, step, part the wild horse's mane. And number 3. Transition into grasp the bird's tail, shifting, turning. We're going into left ward off, right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Here's that push. Both feet on the ground. Feel that energy. Single whip. All right, fair lady works the shuttles 1. Shifting back, turn, 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 foot to the corner, eyes to the corner. Shifting back, stepping to 3 o'clock, close, open, strike. Number 2, pressing down on that corner line and shifting back, and then turn, turn, turn all the way, pointing that foot and close step, open heel ball toe, and strike. Wow, your final positions look great. Congratulations. All right, so where are we on our shuttles? How are you feeling about them? All right, well, I know some of you have done them before, and some of you have probably been studying the videos. Let's go through some of the, just the basics of both of them. So concentrating on last week's move. So here we are at single whip. We're going to shift back, and turn all the way to the corner, but our left arm is going to swing. Our eyes stay at the corner. Our left arm swings all the way to 3 o'clock. Then our weight shifts back. Bend that knee, that back knee, and open your hand and your right foot and turn your chest. So in order to pull your arm back, we are turning our waist to the left. right from that spot we talked about earlier. Now, rotate your right arm and put your pick your right foot up and put it one line, two sides towards the corner, except except that it's pointed towards 3 o'clock. Shift your weight, close your arms. This is our shuttle. Separate. We're warding off. We have our fingers ready. We're all in a position to strike, and we've rooted with our left foot. We're in a left bow step. And strike. We'll do that one more time, and then we'll go on. I won't call it quite as much, but let's just practice it. And shifting back, turn, 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 eyes to the corner, shifting back, rotating that right arm, chest has moved to 12 o'clock. Step, rotate, sorry. Shuttle, separate, and strike. Any questions about number 1? Yes, Michael.
You said the left hand points at 3 o'clock. Does the right hand keep pointing at the corner the whole time?
No. Sorry. Yeah, your body. So let's just go through that again. Your chest and eyes go this far, but you do see how my right hand just swings? I'm not moving it, right? And so it's actually a little past 3 o'clock for me because I've got my chest there and my arms are very open. Then I've been rotating my left hand, so it's palm up, but it swings almost towards 3 o'clock. So they're like parallel at this point. Then as I come back, as I move back, my arm naturally comes with me as I turn towards, see how my right hand's going to open my hook, and as I turn my chest, my eyes stay at the corner, but my chest goes to 12 o'clock. My arm actually opens up a little. It was like this, and it goes like this. It's like this, it goes like this. Okay.
Yep.
So, and then, so we'll just do this one more time. Shifting back, eyes and foot to the corner, arms towards towards 3 o'clock. As I shift, bend my back knee, shift back, pivoting on the right foot, my turning chest to the left helps me pull my arm back, and notice my right hand has opened. Right hand goes palm up as I step, move body, shuttle, go under, and separate, step. Notice that my chest is now to 3 o'clock, and strike. Strike and ward off up. And once more, and then we'll go on from there, just so we get the practice. We'll do it more at speed. Shifting back, turn, 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 shifting back, opening our hook, and stepping, shuttle, step, separate, and strike. Going on. We'll go slow, shifting back, pushing down. We're gonna turn, 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 swing, throw them away. Throw them away, nice. Shift back, let your right foot pivot on that front and turn your palms up. Bring your right foot in. Turn your hips to the corner as you step out. We're going to do this shortly from another direction to the corner. Heel, ball, toe with your weight. So now your whole weight is on the bubbling well. And strike. All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see, where do we want to end up? I want you to see it differently. So where I think I want you to start, instead of starting here, okay, I want you to start here. Now this will maybe be good for those of you who weren't here last week. So let me just show you where what your arms do here, because you're going to be turned away from me. All right, so I'm going to just show you that. So we were here, like we've struck out and we're up there, and we're towards the corner. Then our center line, we're gonna bend our back knee, straighten our front knee, and we're just gonna push down. We're gonna have somebody's arms right down here. There's a line between my nose looking at the corner, and I'm gonna put a plane there, and it's like my palms are cutting that plane. Okay? So that's where my hands are. And I'm not like this as I just was, as it looked like I just was. My elbows are down. Okay, so from here to here is the first part of this move. Then I'm gonna see, now it's gonna look a little different, but I'm doing this 135-degree turn. So this is here. So that's the first thing we're going to do. From there, you're going to be able to see better. The way I'm going to just show you what we're doing so you know where you end up from this direction, but you're going to be able to watch it better, I think. Press down, turn, 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 turn. As we come back, our palms rotate and we release this foot. All our weight is on the back foot. Then shuttle, turn your hips to the corner. Step. You'll be sort of cross-armed at this point. And heel, ball, toe, ward-offing up. Ward-offing out to connect with somebody. And after you've connected, then you turn that back foot in. We talked last week about how that second part of that footwork is very reminiscent of diagonal flying. So let's see if we can, any questions about that first before we try it from that direction? I want you to be able to try it and see it at the same time. But because it goes 3/4 of the way around, I wanted to give you a new perspective on it. Okay, let's just try it. So you're going away from me. There you go. Yes, that's it. Everybody's in the right position. That's right. That's right. Left foot forward. And bend your right foot, shift back, press down. I'm just shifting my position a little bit so that I'm in a better position. And shift your weight right, open a little, and throw them to what on our clock now would be 9 o'clock. It's normally 6 o'clock, but we've moved a quarter turn. Shift back, rotating your arms, close, step. Notice that your hips are to this corner. Pull in your right arm, heel, ball, toe. Your left arm, your right arm is warding up as you heel ball toe. Bend knee, turn, back foot pivots. So you should be able to look over your shoulder a little bit and see your screen. Is that true? Okay, let's do that again. And then let's have questions and comments on this review. All right, so we're in a left bow step. Left bow step to the corner. Looks nice. And shift back, press down. Nice. Turn, 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 turn to what would be our 9 o'clock. Shift back, release the right foot, rotate the arms. When you're all the way back, turn your hips to the corner, step back with your heel. Your arms will be crossed. You're sort of looking at the corner. Now, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, finish the turn. Strike. Questions? Yes, Michael.
When you bring your hands down, I know this is, but when you bring your hands down, you want to bring straight down, or do you want to make a curving faction as you bring them down?
I don't believe there's any curve, so let me do it from here. Let's see. No. Let me do it from, let me just remember. Yeah, left arm's up. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Left arm's up. Okay, so let me get closer. So as I bring them down, okay, I'm going to turn here so you can see, to answer your question. So this is what it would look like. It's shoulder height here, and here's my, crane arm. It's just that I'm going straight now instead of off to the corner, right? When I come back, notice what happens. So both of these hands are right in the center of my body, and all they do is really come down and push. Okay? And they're set. They're not flat. They're set. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Erlyn.
Okay, so when you've done your strike and this is at this temple, correct? It's on the same side temple?
This is to protect you from something coming at your over. This is white crane. This is like white crane, right? It's like white crane. White crane is not here, it is here.
So it's
this is not like when we've protected our temple before.
Fan back, right?
Fan through back. This is not
okay.
Fan through back.
Fan through back.
No.
So you have this one on the center line already, but this one is not when it's striking, right? So it will come in a little bit to the center line, as come down on the center line. So they're like on your center line with your nose.
Your body's turned. So if my center line is right, let's see. So I've been like this, and then when I turn, yes, but see what happens? Watch my elbow. It turns. So it feels, I don't know, maybe it's just too natural, but yes, it comes down on the center line. It was here, and as I turn, it feels like it's on the center line. I'm trying to show it to you. Yeah, so maybe it does, maybe it does. but doesn't feel like it moves a whole lot.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Hope that, yeah. Let's try it from that direction again, because I think it helps see the coordination. I know it's hard to start, but if you try it from that, then my inclination is that you can look this way while you're doing it to see the other parts of it. So let's try it one more time. So we're going to be in this corner with our left foot forward and our right hand striking. Nice. All right. And we're going to shift back and press down. Then turn, 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 turn. Arms pivoting, palms up as we shift back, releasing that right foot. Turn, 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 shuttle, step. Heel, ball, toe, separate. Pivot your left foot and strike. Hopefully you have a better bow step than I do. Any questions about the part after, you know, after we're here, where we're turning towards this corner? Any questions about the second half of it? Let's do it from the correct direction, from both of them together. So from single whip, shifting back, eyes foot to the corner, left arm swings, releasing that right foot, shifting back and separating, shuttle step, and separate, step, and strike, deflect. I'm going to just move a little, have a little more room. Number 2, shift back, press down. Turn, 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 turn. You're turning away from me now. And palms up now as you shift back and release the right foot. And shuttle step. Your hips are to the corner. Heel, ball, toes, separate, and strike. Yes, Erlyn.
When you, after you, on the last one, the last most recent shuttle, when you're, sorry, you've thrown this way, and then
Yes.
you come like this, and you get your heel, ball, toe, and then you open. Is your chest to 9 o'clock at that point? And then
Okay.
you turn, and is it?
Let me call out the chest, because, all right. So shifting down. Yeah, I'm going to do it from, I should do it from where we're doing it, shouldn't I? There we go. When I shift from here, my chest is to the corner. Now my chest is to 3 o'clock. Now my chest is to 6 o'clock, right? Now my chest is still to 6 o'clock. My palms are up, my weight is back. As I turn, I bend this arm. Don't bring this arm down. Common mistake. Don't bring this arm down. This is going to be, you're going to bend the elbow as you turn and shuttle. This is much more like a parent close-up. Okay, so I'm going to go through this again. Press down, turning to 6 o'clock. Stay at 6 o'clock with the chest, turning the chest to the corner and getting ready to shuttle. So your hands are still up here. Then step. It is still as I shuttle and I root, but I haven't heel ball toed. I'm still at the corner. Heel ball toe. My chest is at whatever this is, 9 o'clock, and then 10:30. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So how about we go on? And I'll introduce the next one, which some people think is a lot like number one. And when I was introduced to it, I didn't feel that way. They all felt so crazy that now I see the similarities, but don't worry. They all have some of the same parts, but because they do, it gets even more complicated because which one is this, right? So, so let's see, where do I want to show this to you? I'm going to show it to you from here, I think, first. So I'm going to show it to you. That's actually where we are, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to show it to you from here. So guess what? It's going to start just like the last one. Well, how nice is that? Except I lied. Okay? Because the last one started like this, but this one is going to start like this. Do you see what the difference is? Can you see?
You do it
It's
again.
all the way back. All right. So in the first one, the first time we did it, and every other time we're going to do it, we're just going to straighten our front leg and bend our back leg, and we're going to be 60-40. Okay? Before we start our next part of the move. But in this case, we're going to come back all the way and rock off this heel completely. And then we're going to pick that foot up and put it down parallel. Now, we've done this once before in the form, at least once before in the form. Do you remember that? Anyone know where it is? So, did we there?
Is it fist under elbow or?
It's, what'd you say, Michael?
White crane spreads wings.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. So for white crane spread wings, so the next time you're doing white crane spread wings, you're practicing your form. Indeed. Remember, we pulled back and stepped. And remember, we talked about at that point, I mean, we could have pulled back and we could have pivoted. But the reason we stepped, we said at that point, was because we wanted the freedom to go wherever we wanted with that foot. So we wanted to train our bodies because, it all depends on where your next opponent is, right? Where you're going to put that foot down. So in this particular case, we're being trained in the same way. We could not do that. We could do this, and probably we could, it's a habit. That's good. We could do this and then shift like this, and we could do the same movement. But the form is designed this way so that you have the freedom to go here, to go wherever you need to go to get to your opponent. Okay, so it's just another example of that. So it's just as if you didn't, but we're training ourselves to, with care, be able to take a step wherever we want. So I'll show it to you from two sides. So here, we come all the way back, pick up that foot and put it down. Then we're gonna turn our hips to the corner and start to rotate. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And our chest is gonna go just a tad past corner. But we're gonna think of that as another waist turn. And then it's gonna come back as we shuttle and bring this foot in. Step, separate, and strike. I'm going to show it to you from another angle. Let's see, where did we start? Here, I bet. Yes, here. So we come down, but remember, we come down all the way. You'll find that you're probably used to keeping your feet on the ground, so you want it to come all the way. Pick up that foot and put it down. Turn your hips to the corner. Your eyes go to the corner. Now your eyes are to the corner. But do you see that I also turned my chest a little more than corner? Just the littlest bit more than corner. And when I did, that helped me pull this arm out and bend this arm. So now I can bring my foot in and the shuttle in. Then we separate and strike. Show it to you one more time from this angle. No, here. Is that right? That's right. Where am I? No, here. Here, sorry. Here. Shift back. Pick up this foot, put it down. Turn to the corner, but there's this little extra turn out and then in, and that's this. Out and in. You see that? The shuttle. Out and in. Out, and where does it initiate? From right here. You want to think about it from right there, okay? So from here, sorry, yes, here, no. Here we go. And down, step, close. Now, when I was being taught this, Feng Laosher, who is Master Yang Jun's wife and a really accomplished martial artist, was my teacher. And she said, this, if you remember nothing else next week, know this position. You're finishing this, your foot is at neutral, your left foot is at neutral. If you don't have this position, you don't have number 3. It's key. It's key to number 3. So if I do it in this from here, you'll see it again. See it right here. You don't stop there, but you'll see it right there. And it's what people forget, which makes number 3 hard. So, yes, Erlyn, did you have a question or comment? All right, so we have to figure out how to try this one. And it's hard to know. So let's talk it through from here. Oh, I want to just explain the footwork. All right, I think I've already explained it. So you come back, you pick up this foot. I'm going to have to do it while I do it. You pick up the foot and put it down wherever you want, but parallel. Then you're gonna shift your weight and turn your hips to the corner. Then bring this foot in to neutral, your left foot to neutral. Then step out for your bow step. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. So the footwork is very simple, but there's so much body movement that it can feel complicated. So let's practice the footwork for a second. Shift back, step, shift, pivot, foot comes in, out, heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Now let's see if I can call the arms while you do it. And then we'll figure that out. Shift back, push down, all the way back, pick up the foot and put it down. No arms move with that moment. Move along the diagonal line. Move your weight onto that right foot. As you do, turn your hips to the corner, like you were doing a bow step, and rotate your arms, palm up. Do you see how I've just bent my elbow? This is how you do the shuttles in all of them. You bend the elbow and open. Close to the corner. Now my chest is to the corner. Chest now has opened to 12 o'clock in this case. I'm not sure where we'll be any other time, but you know, to arc 12 o'clock in the class. And I ward off, and then heel, ball, toe, strike, bend knee. So there's a different relationship in the coordinations. You're doing heel, ball, toe, bend knee all at once here. And you didn't in the other one. Let's do it one more time. From here, right foot forward and shift back, step, both toes are pointing in the same direction. Turn to the corner, rotate, bring your foot in. Here's that magic position. You're going to just cross it, turn your waist back, outside, turn it out, and then turn it back in. Any questions about this? I know it's a lot. Yes, Dorothy.
So, excuse me, where's your chest supposed to be through all of this?
It keeps changing, like 5 times. I'm going to talk about turn out, turn in. This is what I mean. Turn out, turn away from your center, turn in towards your center, or I'll say turn towards the wall or something like that. Okay. So from here, as we come back, our chest has turned towards the wall. Step, chest towards the corner. I mean, chest actually goes past the corner just a bit, like we talked about. Then it comes back to the corner. Then it goes back to the wall, then back to the corner. So there's this going on all the time. Michael.
Well, I think you clarified something, but you make sure I got this right. So if my right foot is pointed at the corner, when I roll back to step, my right foot, when I turn it, it's gonna plant my foot for my final bow step.
Yes, it's going to be towards a wall, and your bow step's going to be towards the corner. I mean, your front foot's towards the corner.
It's going to be not. So yeah, so that clarified a lot, because I realized that this foot has to end up there, then I know where this foot has to turn to.
Right, it has to turn, yes, yes. So
Okay.
in the one, in the demonstration I just made, it comes and it's parallel. It's towards the wall. So it's the new back foot. And I'm just going to do one more in this direction for you. So you can see those arms that you might not. We're almost at time. Let's do everything. And you know, this is how it goes with the shuttles. Don't worry, the fourth shuttle is exactly like the second. So next week we'll spend the whole time on all the shuttles. So don't worry. All right, from here, shuttle number 1. Shift back, step shuttle, separate step, and strike. Should have put myself in a better position. Here we go. 2, down, turn around, shuttle, hips to the corner, ward off up, and strike. Down, step to the corner, shuttle, open, strike. I know it's a problem because it goes in the wrong direction. If you've got one more minute, let's do it from this direction. Let's start from here and just see where we end up. This is, we're going to do shuttle number 1. Shift back, turn to that corner, shift back, step, you're moving towards the corner shuttle, left foot at the corner in the bow step, strike. And press down for number 2, turn, shift back, close step, and strike. Shifting back, press down, step, turn to the corner. Here's that position, and strike. Sorry, we went just a tad over time. Any final questions? All right. We will take as long on the shuttles as folks need, but we should be able to get bring your questions next time. So. Thank you, everybody.